The tax system of the Republic of Belarus is a logical, concise and adaptive system open to innovation. Currently, the tax authority's development strategy is aimed at modernization, which is based on the service concept of the society development. The main rule of the service method is a customer-oriented approach. The key principle is a quick response to the changing needs and interests of payers. The tax service modernization process started in 2016. In inspections, it entails the organization of payer service centers, the development of electronic interaction through the creation of electronic services, and the payer's personal account resource, as well as the automation of tax administration processes. Payer service centers operate according to modern service standards. Clear zoning and separation of customer service processes, convenient navigation of waiting areas, an electronic queue system, interaction with the administrator of the room, who distributes the flow of visitors and provides situational assistance to them. The main processes for the provision of services are regulated. On average, waiting in line does not take more than 5 minutes. Each month, a PSC serves about 2,500 payers. The Contact Center is a help system for tax authorities that helps clarify any information related to the payment of taxes and tax laws for individuals and individual entrepreneurs.
Здравствуйте. Вы позвонили в телефонную справочную систему Министерства по налоговой.
The number of calls is increasing from year to year. Therefore, the work to improve the quality of the contact center is constantly ongoing. In 2020, artificial intelligence will take on part of the load of the operators. A robotic service will promptly provide information on the current legislation and clarify tax issues. The tax authorities of Belarus introduce and improve a number of electronic services and resources that allow payers to resolve almost all issues remotely. The website of the Tax and Duties Ministry constantly adds new virtual instruments for a modern payer. Here is the main service: personal account. In your personal account, you can submit a return, pay taxes, monitor tax deductions, work with applications, filings, notices and notifications. Since 2019, the service has been adaptive to all devices and has been developed into a new structure. For the convenience of users, it is divided into a personal account for legal entities and a personal account for individual entrepreneurs and individuals. The functionality of your personal account is constantly expanding. You have the ability to form pre-filing for individuals with personal income tax, send notifications about the activities of a self-employed, pay taxes, check the correctness of filling the declaration at the stage of its submission. An individual entrepreneur can submit returns and applications signed by a mobile digital signature directly in the personal account. A mobile digital signature is a convenient solution because it does not require special software and works in all mobile browsers. Electronic declaration is the most convenient way to file a return. For legal entities and individual entrepreneurs, special software was developed, AWS Payer. The program allows you to create, edit, and track returns. The software monitors data entry and helps to identify errors. Documents are signed with a digital signature key. AWS Payer software also allows you to draw up and send all kinds of applications, notifications, and inquiries in the free form. Electronic services are constantly being improved, taking into account the needs and requests of users. Electronic services allow the tax authorities to monitor the accuracy of the calculation and the timely payment of taxes without visiting a payer in person. Today, the priority form of control work is cameral control. Based on the analysis of the databases, violations are quickly detected. The payer receives the corresponding notification and can independently pay taxes to the budget without risking being held administratively liable. The risk-based approach allowed reducing the test workload on the business. With this approach, those business entities that, according to analytical data, have the highest risk of violating the law and not following the recommendations of the tax authority are selected primarily for conducting inspections. Currently, the focus from control activities is shifted to the implementation of preventive and precautionary measures. At the same time, unscheduled inspections are also effective, allowing timely suppression of tax evasion schemes. Now any payer can learn all about the taxation in the Republic of Belarus, thanks to the extensive informational and explanatory work of tax authorities. The key goal of this work is the formation of a tax culture, social advertising, children's books, open lectures, information films, participation in TV programs. Tax authorities are doing everything they can to establish an open dialogue with the citizens. The Tax and Duties Ministry supported the advocacy group of payers in creating the Association of Taxpayers of Belarus. In 2016, a cooperation memorandum was signed, according to which the parties can talk about problematic issues and prospects for the development of the country's tax system freely. The meetings of expert groups are held on a regular basis. Since 2017, the Institute of Tax Consulting has been operating in the Republic of Belarus. The process of forming a community of professional intermediaries between business and tax authorities has begun. Certified specialists provide tax accounting and tax calculation services, solve law enforcement problems, and reduce entrepreneurial risks for payers. The established Chamber of Tax Advisors and the Tax and Duties Ministry signed a cooperation agreement, the purpose of which is to discuss and resolve issues within the competence of tax authorities and to formulate and develop proposals for improving the tax system. The system of tax authorities takes care of all its specialists, creating comfortable and effective working conditions. The employees participate in sporting events of various scales, but the Republican Sports Day is regarded as the most important one. The Women's Tax Council helps organize holidays and provides assistance to single-parent families as well as to large families. The members of the Youth Union are actively involved in charity events, provide support to orphanages, and participate in the volunteer movement. Today, the Belarusian tax system is a modern, rapidly developing one. Creating comfortable conditions for paying taxes and partnerships with payers are the key tasks that require complete and utter dedication. Everything that we have achieved, and whatever else we're still going to achieve, would have been impossible without the positive feedback from the citizens of our country. Belarusians are honest, smart, conscientious, and open people. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank the payers for their participation in the development of the country.